Louise is here to show us how to add bananas to our diet in a creative way.
Oh, very creative
Are these
way.
gone off bananas are the real thing?
No, I just kind of battered them on the way in. They weren't this bruised, but everything was in one very small bag. Confined bag.
They'd last 10 minutes in my house.
Yeah, I love bananas.
I know, kids love bananas. The only fruit they'll eat. So come here, what are we doing?
Well, banana fritters, but these are the ones you get in Austria. They're kind of like donuts. Like the translation in Germany is basically a donut. So they're in between the both of them.
So they're posh bananas.
Posh banana fritters, yeah. So what I'm going to do first is make the batter for them, okay?
Okay.
So over here I've got some water, and it's not heated yet. Oh no, I'm going to get a faster ring. Okay, and it's just cold water. And then into that I've got some unsalted butter. Oops, Daisy's going to just grab my knife there.
Okay.
And just kind of cube it up roughly.
This is how you make choux pastry, isn't it?
It's basically that, yeah. So it's the healthier way of cooking it, of course, deep frying it. So I'm going to let that melt. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to get you to chop some bananas for me.
Okay.
So
no problem.
I'll peel them and you can chop them because we need to get this going. Okay, there you go.
Oh dear, hold on now.
I've tried this with different fruit, but my favourite's the banana. And I tried this with my nieces as well, and they prefer the banana over everything. So
well, it's
that's
sweeter,
why I decided.
isn't it?
Yeah, they've natural sweetness in them. That's why a lot of children prefer them, I'd say, over any other fruit. Now, and then, you know, of course, the potassium levels is great for this time of year when we're all feeling sluggish.
Now, should you get these when they're a little bit harder, or do they have to be soft?
A little bit harder.
It's probably better, yeah.
It's better, yeah. But, you know, when you're in the shops, you kind of get what you... Just make sure they're not green, because when they're not green, they're not ripe. So make sure they're firm.
And they can give you a little tummy ache.
Yeah, so, I mean, these were quite firm. There's no mush on them, and I know they are a bit bruised, but that's just because I didn't handle them very gently today on my way in.
That's all right.
And I heard you got a mixer for Christmas. Are my people telling me the truth here
Is it
now?
like getting a foot spa for Christmas from your husband?
Well, I just like to tell everyone out there that I'd like to say that it was thanks to me that Blona got the mixer.
Thank you to you.
I had a meeting with her fella before Christmas.
I know, thank you.
And I gave out to him.
Don't say it's a mixer, it's a posh mixer. It's a KitchenAid.
Oh, it's a very posh one. Sure, probably because he said he might just sit in your counter do nothing. He did.
Did he say that?
Yeah, I did.
I've made pavlova,
Kieran.
eclairs, bear with me. What else have I made? Cookies. And
well, I told him if you weren't going to use it, I'd use it.
Well, I've used it at least
delighted.
5 times.
Okay, so this is nice and melted nearly. So the next step now, this is one of the things you do need to sieve some flour for. Okay. I know sometimes you don't sieve it, but the reason I like to sieve it for this is, oops, if you don't sieve it, you will have little lumps going through it.
Okay, tell me to do that then. And you do it
and then I'm just going to put a pinch of some baking powder in. It just makes them go nice and high.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay, now you can bring that over here when you're ready, Blona.
Okay. It is just like choux pastry, you know, the ones you make the eclairs with, isn't it?
Yeah.
God, Miss O'Shea.
Except
Miss O'Shea is watching now from my school saying, now she learned something.
Now, okay, so you're going to throw that in there in around 2 seconds.
Throw it all in together?
Melts. Yeah, put it all in.
Sure?
And go on. And I'll whisk while you're doing that. You see, a lot of people don't realise that you can deep fry choux pastry, and they eat these all over Austria. My mum was there last year for breakfast as well. They do. Well, think about it though, brunch. You know,
I'd love
pancakes.
A sweet breakfast every day.
I always do brunches, and I don't believe in the hassle of doing all the beans.
Show now
and
what's happening there. Are we getting a good shot of that?
So basically, you cook it out, and this is great because it's a non-stick pan, until all of the flour is absorbed into the liquid, and it basically forms a big lump.
Okay.
So that goes into the bowl there. And now Blathnaid,
yes, boss,
as only you can, the strength of the ox. I'm going to get you to whisk in an egg at a time, okay?
The strength of an ox, thank you.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That's hot, does that matter?
No. I'll show you why now, because we're only going to put in a little bit. They say to let it cool slightly, but I've made these for many years, and I've tried and tested them. Once you don't put in all of the eggs, they're not going to scramble on you. So, basically, what you're doing there is what I've done a little bit earlier.
Jeepers, I've made a mess, but we'll just ignore it.
Yeah. Now, so this is the choux pastry when all of the eggs is in, and it does go really thick. So you can see the difference there. And a little trick when you're adding in the eggs.
You need a KitchenAid for this. This will kill you.
I think a KitchenAid would be perfect for that. You should bring yours in. I actually want to see your one. What colour did you get?
This is ridiculous. Red.
Red. Oh, I like the dress. Okay, so a little bit of lemon juice goes over the bananas, and that's just to stop them going brown if they're sitting out. Okay. And then I'm just going to put those in there and fold them in. And a few raisins. Now, you see these raisins? I soaked these in some apple juice. Some of the apple juice I had left over from earlier on. I soaked those for a few hours.
Paul and me did that the other day with porridge. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Soaked it in apple juice overnight.
Oh, it's great. And it's actually, you get it nice and fluffy when you do it overnight like that as well. So this is the mixture. Now, if you were using any other fruit, you could leave this in the fridge, but because it's bananas...
Hard work, Louise. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you're just too used to your KitchenAid. You're out of shape, Lana. Okay, so these take 10 minutes. I'm just going to take 2 out that I've done. Okay. And then I'm just going to... I said to use a little ice cream scoop.
Lovely with ice cream. I was just going to say that.
Yeah, the Ben & Jerry's pecan.
Do we have any
delicious.
ice cream?
No.
Oh, are you sure?
Well, I didn't check the fridge or the freezer. I didn't bring any in.
No, we don't. What happened to that Baraka ice cream? Was that just a picture?
Yeah. They don't sell it in Ireland, but I'm going to come and show everyone how to make it. Yeah.
Good one.
So then all you do is you just toss these in some sugar and some cinnamon.
Oh, I can smell it from here.
Like that. And that's the way she got them for her breakfast, with a big cup of coffee.
In Vienna?
Yeah.
Your mother?
Yeah. I know. Isn't life great?
Isn't life great?
When you're over 50. Okay, so I'll put these 2 here. Okay. And you have to put some delicious custard all over.
No, you don't. Let me try without the custard first, okay? Because I'm just curious.
Okay.
Oh, look, can I show the inside of that? Can you get that, Jim? Look at that.
The smell. Well, I'm going to put custard over one of them.
Hold on.
Just to smother it.
Will this burn the mouth off me?
Probably. Be careful.
Oh. Gorgeous.
And I didn't mention this earlier on, very quickly, don't overcrowd the fryer and make sure it's at 180 degrees. I have my recipe. Make sure it's at 180 degrees. If it's any lower, they won't cook, and if it's any higher, they'll cook on the outside and they'll be raw on the inside.
We don't want that.
No.
Oh, that is stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful. And in Vienna, they're also slim.
The healthy way to start the day.
Healthy way to start today. A lot of